What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about auction today. Bounce token, you guys. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. This thing is crazy. This thing is absolutely insane. It just doesn't stop moving up. I definitely was expecting that we would pull back a little bit, but hey, after a few days of moving sideways like this, after moving sideways like this and holding higher lows at the flat top, of course you broke out to the upside. Of course you did. Now, I don't suspect that this is going to sustain. I suspect that you're due. The higher up you go, the more you're asking for it to the downside, right? So you're about to crash. You're about to see a crash. I would think you're about to see a crash, but you could keep going up. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but if anybody wanted to take profits here, it's probably not a bad idea. You're at prior areas of resistance here, prior areas of resistance here. You've gone right through the freaking roof, guys. This is, in all definitions, this is a breakout move, but you are right at your 886, 786 area. It's very, first off, let me just explain. It's absurdly uncommon to do this exact thing that you've done. It's absurdly uncommon to not really find resistance at the golden ratio. Sure, for a couple days, but you didn't. This is very, very bullish, and I think that's a good thing for it's good tidings for what's to come afterwards. I think this thing is going to be a winner by the end of the cycle. Absolutely, it is. I mean, it's a winner now. While everything else is dropping, you're pumping. It's phenomenal. Don't get caught buying the top, right, at an area where you found resistance here, you found resistance here, you found support even right around here, and you're finding resistance now. You've been overbought for about a week now. Anything can happen. Who knows, man? It could just defy gravity. It can keep going higher. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but if I was holding auction, if I bought some down here where we called for the lows, I would not sell all of it. I would definitely not sell all of it. And who am I to say to sell any? But I mean, you're up a good bit. Let's just see. I mean, from these lows, let's just go from the highs. Let's say you bought it one of the opportune points before this last move. You're up over 100%. Like, you doubled your money. There's nothing wrong with taking some off the table. Now, how much? I'm not going to tell you 50%. I'm not going to tell you 10%, 100%, whatever you think you want to do. But likely you do pull back from here. And with how bullish you are, I would assume anybody that did sell here, anybody that sold here, and I think that was a good profit-taking area too, you'll probably get an opportunity to buy right back at these prices. And maybe even lower, maybe. I will say, whenever you tear through your golden ratio like this and you go right up to your 886, it's very common to pull back to your 0.5 or your 382. And that would promote an overall 47% drop or 57% drop, something in there. I would definitely load up on some auction at these prices, but it wouldn't surprise me in the least if you did something that's also very common, that's a very bullish thing, which is when you're seeing these incredible endeavors that you pull back and you find support at the golden ratio, which is at $23.30. That's about a 31% drop. I could see that happening. 33% drop from the current price. I could see that happening because I think the average crypto is going to do like 20 to 30% as well on the over the coming days. I could see it happening. What is this, by the way, overall? Just from a low to a high. What is that? Dude, you did a 5x. Nice. 5x since the beginning of February. We're in the middle of March now. Nice. While most crypto's been going down, it's not the most impressive move I've ever seen, but yeah, that's nice, bro. That's nice. Anyways, not only would it make sense to find support at the golden ratio, but you've got prior areas of resistance here. That's not where I meant to draw the line. You've got prior areas of resistance there. I guess there's no point in having the line there. Prior areas of resistance here. Kind of insignificant there, you know. I would expect anything from $23.30 to maybe $14.80 to hold as support. If I had to guess, I feel more confident about that $18 to $23 range than anything, but I do accept that you could go to $14.80. If auction drops all the way to $14.80, guys, it's fine. It's totally fine, okay? I wonder. I'm kind of curious, actually. Let's see. Hold on now. Let's see what we got here. Right, because you had this downtrend. This downtrend was immense. It was intense. It was relentless. You broke out of it here. If you were to pull back, hey man, maybe you do. You could go lower. I'm open to it, right? You could go to 1480, but I don't think it happens. I think that you will find support. You probably do find support somewhere between about 2330 to 1857, somewhere in that range. But again, you never know, man. Sometimes cryptos do defy gravity, and this thing it's literally called bounce token for a reason. Seems to be bouncing, man. It seems to be doing well. Look into it. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but if you want to buy this coin, look into it. Make sure it's the right coin for you. I think it's interesting. I don't really know how. I don't know anything about online auctions, right? I've nothing No knowledge of that at all, but I could see the potential just because I'm unaware of it. I could see there's a lot of marketplaces online. I know auctioning. I mean, that's one of like the oldest forms of marketing or yeah, like buying, selling, right? It's like one of the oldest kind of ways of doing it. If you can have that online and implement that through crypto, which is the most secure way to transact anything online, this is a niche space, man. Like online crypto auctions, and it wouldn't be that you're auctioning crypto, but yes, you can auction probably crypto, NFTs, other things, real world assets. That's a big deal. I think that's a pretty big deal, and in a secure way too, a very secure way. But look into it. Look, it's more than what I'm saying it is, right? Just look into it, read into it yourself if you're curious about this thing. I want to look what is auctions market cap. It's at like 2 million, right? 200 million. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a low market cap, you guys, but that's a lot of volume for a low market cap. I think this thing is being manipulated to some degree. I really do. I don't think you grow this much with that much volume if you're not being manipulated. So with that, I would stay the hell away. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but I definitely don't think it's a good time to buy here. If you don't want to sell, it's been doing well for you and you haven't sold, good. I don't blame you, but just don't sell if it goes lower, right? If it does come all the way back down, being honest, I think it's at a really good take profit area. It was at a good take profit area here too, but at the least, you're going to return back to this area. If not, most likely you probably do go back down to about 18 bucks. Okay, so you're at 34 bucks now. That's an intense drop, guys. That's an immense drop. And even down to where you just were, that's a 30% drop. So I think that you will see lower prices, again, mainly because you're just so overextended, man. You can get more overextended, you can. Just above the 1272, closed it right there. Nice weekly time frame, just so beautiful, man. It's such a good chart. You're like finding support at this area of resistance, finding resistance at prior areas of resistance. You're in your 786, 886 zone. What's this low to high looking like? Hold on, I'm just kind of curious. What do we got here? Not at your 069, but whatever. You could pull back to your 236 or the 382 right there around 18 bucks, you guys. Right there, right around 18 bucks. I could see it happening. I don't know, man. Weekly RSI is somewhat overbought. That doesn't mean that you have to go down, though. 3-day time frame, same thing. Pretty overbought, but doesn't mean you have to go down. Let's see. Probably the shorter term time frames will give us a clue. But let's just look. Yeah, nothing really to go off of there. What about the daily time frame? Again, daily time frame, not bearish divergence, but you've been extended for a second now, right? These are some pretty heavy readings, and you are continuing to grow in all fairness. But I think that you need to consolidate. I think that you definitely need to pull back. Let's look at the 4-hour. Man, bearish divergence, you just didn't care. You're up, man. You are up. What is this thing looking like with something with volume? It looks so damn good. Like, don't hate me, man, but if it goes up higher, like, I definitely got this one wrong from the get-go, but you do have some bearish divergence on the 1 hour. The short-term time frames are suggesting a downtrend, but I don't know, man. If you do something like this, just be prepared, guys. If it takes another like day or 2 or 3 to do something like this, you probably do go higher, right? Consolidating flat like this with increasing lows, that's not a bad thing. That is not a bad thing at all. Even if you consolidate a little bit to the downside, that's not a bad thing. If you don't see an immense drop soon, I would expect it just doesn't happen. But we probably have a couple days to figure this out. I will keep an eye on this one, okay? I will make sure to make it a point to make a video on it probably every day until we have some resolution, because I know that there are not a lot, but I know that there are some of my viewers who are, and in fact, I'm going to write this down on my notepad because I've meant to talk about it beforehand. And if I did, I probably would have called for it to go up here. But no, I didn't. Who knows? Maybe I would have, maybe I wouldn't have. Who am I to say that? But I am going to make a note here because I want to make sure that you guys are prepared. Okay, this is going to be one of those regular coins we talk about, because we should keep an eye on it right now. Auction, right? Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. This is not a coin that I own personally. I did get some friends and some family into this coin, so I've got personal interest in it as far as that goes. But I've been waiting for a buy opportunity on this thing. It just hasn't happened, man. It just keeps on going. This would have been a good buying opportunity, but I looked elsewhere instead, and this clearly would have been the right choice. So whatever, man. You can't win them all, but it's nice to see. It's nice to see, and I know that some people are definitely winning on this one. Love hearing about that. High to low, just above the 2272. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we came back down. 2272 to the 1272, pretty common. So not at 18 bucks, but a common enough thing to do. Even down to about 25 bucks, that would make sense as well. And that $25 area, the 1618 here, is at the relative golden ratio of this overall zone. So you probably pull down a little bit. I want to be clear. being at a $230 million market cap now, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but a coin like this really could see a 100x from here. That would put it at a $23 billion market cap. It could see a 200x from here. That'd be a $46 billion market cap. Does that mean it's going to go there just because it could go there? No. But the coins that see a 100x, they do, or a multi-100x, they start off at these market caps or even at lower market caps. It happens every cycle. And I love to say it like this, right? I could talk about 10 100x coins, and this is one of them. I actually talk about more than just 10. I would consider myself lucky if even one of those does a 100x. Okay, so just because I say it's going to do a 100, or not going to, has the potential to do a 100x doesn't mean it's going to happen. But this one looks promising, and outperforming the markets in times like these can be a signal that you're doing well. But that's a lot of volume. I wouldn't be surprised at all if there's some manipulation going on. Now, manipulation doesn't scare me away. I'm sure, the US dollar is manipulated. It's the most used currency in the world. Bitcoin has manipulation going on. It's the biggest crypto that exists, and it probably always will be. Manipulation isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it can cause problems. It can definitely cause problems. So don't get caught in those problems. Stay away from those problems. Hopefully you get some cheaper buying opportunities. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but hopefully you can get out at these prices too. I think that we will drop down to about 25 bucks, if not as low as 18 bucks. And then from there, guys, the sky really is the limit. This thing, I can't wait. This is how it's doing without being at new all-time highs. Like, what are you going to do when it's all-time high season? High to low here, all-time high to your all-time low area. I mean, $161 is your first stopping point, $456. You're at $34 now. 100x potential could put you all the way up at $3,000. Yeah, you could do that. Absolutely, you could do that. Time will tell. We'll see how it goes. I know that, and I want to finish the video up here real quick with one last statement. I am pretty confident that we could go back down to 18 bucks, okay? But it's also very possible. There's a lot of things in this $22 area, $25 area that come up as support. Multiple golden ratios, multiple fibs, multiple areas of resistance back here. We don't have to go all the way to $18, but that'd be the area that I'm looking for at kind of the lowest. We could go lower, of course, but if you're waiting for $18, don't be surprised if it stops here and then it goes higher, right? Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but if I was buying this thing and I'm thinking about buying some, I'd probably layer in some buy orders here and down, right? All the way down to like this high. And if it goes any lower than that, I'll probably just sit on that and not buy any more, because I'll probably have loaded up throughout here and then just wait for it to recover. That's how I would do it. That's not what I'm saying you should do, right? I'm just telling you literally how I would do it. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but nothing else for you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.